So, hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm in coaching center. So today I'm going to explain you that is 11th standard business day 12 chapter international business, that second part. So first there I explained you in the last video. I explained you about the some topics of international business part 1. Next, so which of the following documents are not required for obtaining an export license? So letter of credit is not required for obtaining an export license. And which of the following document is not required in connecting with the important transaction? Shipping bill is not required. And which of the following do not form part of duty drawback scheme? Refund of income dock charges at the port of shipment. And which of the following documents is not a document related to the fulfill the customs formalities? Is the export license. And which of one of the following is not a part of export document? That is the bill of entry. And the following document is prepared by the exporter and included details of the cargo and other things is the shipping bill. And the document containing the guarantee of bank to honor drafts drawn on it by an exporter is letter of credit. And the which of the following does not belong to the World Bank Group? Is IMF, International Monetary Fund. And TRIP is one of the WTO agreement that deals with none of the things they have asked here. Let us discuss the formalities involved in getting the export license. So, opening the bank account in any bank, that may be Reserve Bank of authorized bank like Reserve Bank of India, and obtaining import export code, general code, or regional importance export license authority, and registering with the appropriate export promotional council, and registering with the export credit and guarantee corporation in the order to safeguard against risk of no payment. So, why it is necessary to get registered with an export promotion council? So, it is necessary to for firm to register with an export promotional council and obtain the registration cum membership certificate, or RCMC you can say. This enables the firm to take advantage of the benefits made available to export firms from the government. And what is IEC number? So IEC number stands for Importer Exporter Code Number. It is a unique number guaranteed by the Directorate General for Foreign Trade, GGFT. So what is pre-shipment finance? So pre-shipment finance is the finance that the exporter needs for procuring raw materials. Why is it is necessary for an export firm to get in for pre-shipment inspection is a compulsory step for inspection of certain products by a competent agency as designated by the government, and the government has passed export quality control and the inspection action act 1963 for this purpose. Let us discuss the procedure related to excessive clearing of goods. So, as per the Central Excise Tariff Act, excise duty is payable on the material used in manufacturing goods, and the exporter therefore has to apply to the concerned excise commissioner in the region with an invoice. Next, let us explain briefly about the process of customs clearance of export goods. So the goods must be cleared for the customers before these can be loaded on the ships, and for obtaining customers clearance, the exporter prepares the shipping bills that contains particular of goods, name of the goods, destination, and other address, and 5 copies of the shipping bills along with the following documents. They are the export order, letter of credit, commercial invoice, certificate of origin, and certificate of inspection if necessary, and marine insurance policy. Next, what is bill of lading and how does it differ from bill of entry? So, bill of lading is a document wherein a shipping company gives its official receipt of the goods put on board its vessel, and at the same time gives an undertaking to carry them from import transaction. And bill of lading, it is issued by the shipping company as token of the assent that the goods have been put on board. Bill of entry, it is a form supplied by the customer office and filled by the importer once the goods are received. Next, what is shipping bill? The shipping bill is the main document on the basis of which customs office grants permission for the export, and it contains particulars of the goods being exported, which is goods being exported, their name, destination, and the information about the goods. So let us know about the meaning of mate's receipt. So the mate receipt is a receipt issued by the commanding officer of the ship when the cargo is loaded on board and contains the information about the name of the vessel and the other information. So what is the letter of credit and why does an exporter need this document? So, the letter of credit is a guarantee issued by the importer's bank that it will honor up to a certain amount the payment of exporter bill to the bank of the exporter. So, let us discuss about the process involved in securing payment for exports. So after the shipment of goods, the exporter informs the importer about the shipment of goods, and the exporter sends the documents like the bill of landing, packing list, and other things needed for the importer to claim the title of goods on their arrival. And these are her country and getting them customs cleared, and these documents are sent through exporter's banker with the instruction that these may be delivered to the importer after acceptance of the bill of exchange. So what is difference between sight and unsent drafts? Bill of draft says sight draft is document are handed over to the importer once he or she agrees to sign the draft, and unsent draft is documents are handed over to the importer after the accept of the bill of exchange. Payment is made by the time of issuing the draft. Payment is made by the expiry of the specified period. They will give them a period in unsigned draft, and in side draft they will pay the money immediately or they will give the draft. Next, bill of lading and airway bill. What is the difference in between this? Or bill of lading issued by the shipping company, airway it is issued by the air companies. Goods are sent by the ship and goods are sent by the air. So pre-shipment and post-shipment finances. So pre-shipment credit is obtained before the shipment of goods, and post-shipment finance credit is obtained after the shipment of the goods. And pre-shipment finance is used for purchasing raw material to undertake production activity, used for financial activities from the data of receiving credit and other things. So let us know about the meaning of the following documents that are trade inquiry, import license, shipment of advice, import general manifest, and bill of entry. So trade inquiry. So a trade inquiry is a written request by the importer to exporter for supplying of information regarding to their price and various terms and conditions on which the importer is ready for the exporter goods for exporters goods to export. And import license. So it is a license which permits the import of goods that cannot be imported freely, and in India for obtaining an import license an importer requires an IEC, that is importer export code number, which is obtained after the importer's registration. Next, shipment of advice. So the shipment advice is a document that the exporter sends to the importer informing him that the details of the imported goods and other information, and bill of entry. So it is the form filled by the importer for assessment of custom import duty. Next, let us know about four major affiliated bodies of the World Bank. They are the four major affiliated body of World Bank are the IBRD, International Bank of Reconstruction and Development, IFC, International Financial Corporation, and IDA, International Development Association, MIGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, and ICSID, International Center of Settlement of Investment Disputes. Next, let us know about the information about UNC UNTAD, that is United Nations of Conference of Trade and Development that was established in 1964 with the objectives of integrating the developing countries with the world economy through discussion. And MIGA, that is Multinational Investment Guarantee Agency, or MIGA we can say, that was established in April 1988 with the aim of encouraging foreign direct investment in the less developed countries, from less developed country, encouraging for them for business. And World Bank, so it is earlier known as the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD, set up as assistant of reconstruction of war affected countries and to facilitate the development of the underdeveloped nations of the world. Next, ITPO, that is Indian Trade Promotion Organization, that was set up in 1st January 1992 under the Companies Act 1956. And the main thing of them was the maintain close interaction among the traders, industry, and the government. So, in order to fulfill this objective, the ITPO organizes trade fairs and exhibitions. Next, IMF, International Monetary Fund, came into existence in 1945 and has the headquarters in Washington DC. And the aims are that facilitate to a system of international payment and adjustment in exchange rates among nations. Next, Jamaica government has received an order to export 2,000 men's to treasures to Swift Imports Limited, located in Australia. Let us know about the procedure that Reka government would need to go through for executing the export order. So Reka government, so for executing that, so they have to, after receiving the receipt of order, they should first make necessary for inquiry about the credit worthiness of the importer. So credit, how much it is there. And Swift Import Limited, the importer Swift Import Limited, and they can also demand a letter of credit by the importer's bank that it will honor payment up to a certain amount of export bills to the bank of the exporter to minimize the credit task. And also becoming assured about payment, they should be sure about their payment, and it will need to register itself and secure an importer exporter code number in order to obtain an export license. And also after obtaining license, these company will need to obtain pre-shipment finance for the importer's bank in order to purchase raw materials to undertake production and packaging. And after obtaining the pre-shipment finance from the bank, Reka Garment proceeds to get the garments ready as per the specification of the importer. And also after the goods are ready, Reka Garments must get them inspected before exporting them, and for this inspection and after clearing the pre-shipment inspection, it will have to obtain excise clearance for the relevant excise commissioner. They should get the next clearance for taking ahead. And next is, after excise clearance is received, Reka Garment need to a certificate of origin, and now Reka Garment applies to the ship company for provision of shipping space for them to send these goods. And next, the goods are then properly packed and labeled with all the necessary information about as you know, the weightage, the name of the company, and other thing. And after that, Reka Garment need to get the consignment insured against the risk involved during sea voyage. They should be know about that. And the goods, the risk is sometimes there may be, and the goods must be cleared from the customs before loading to the goods on the ship. The goods must be cleared there, and the goods are then loaded to the board of ship, for which the mat or the captain of the ship issues made receipts. And after the receipt of the freight, the shipping company would issue a bill of lading. They will give the bill. Then after sending the goods, an invoice of the dispatched goods would be prepared, which states the quantity of goods sent and the amount to be paid. And then the exporter then needs to send a set of documents to the banker, which are to be handed over to the importer on acceptance of a bill of exchange. And lastly, Reka Garment would be required to collect a bank receipt of payment, which will state the necessary document along with the bill of exchange and have been presented to the importers for payment. the payment has been, they have got the payment. So okay friends, till here I will stop. I will explain the other topics